Meet the Duprees. They're the ones that run things behind the gates of their private community. The core four of the family are Father Vernon, his wife Anita, and their two daughters, Nicole and Danny. Let's start with Nicole, or Dr. Nicole to you, whose life seems to be so perfect. She and her husband Ted, who's also a doctor, has three children, Martin and Catherine, and also Ted's nephew Andre, whom they've raised. Oh, but then there's Danny, who married Bill, and they had two daughters, Naomi and Chelsea. And after 30 years, their daughter Naomi moved her best friend Haley into the house, and she stole her man. And now they're getting married, and Danny's not happy about none of that. But how could she be? Listen, Dupree family, you've got our attention, and we're back again today to get the tea, and I'm here to pour it. Because we all want to know what happened today beyond the gates. Hey, gatekeepers, how y'all doing out there? I hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing pretty good myself. I cannot complain. I hope everyone's having a good afternoon, and I thank you guys for joining me today. Those listening now and those catching the show later, I appreciate you all so much. Have you hit that like button yet, huh? If not, there's still some time left. Why not go on and hit it for me now? Also, if you're not a subscriber, go on and make it official today. Hit that subscribe button too. You know you love me. Our live Saturday on Friday night was really live, and honey, we talked about these doggone Duprees, and then a little about our own thoughts on cheating and forgiveness and moving on. You know, we don't have to agree with each other all the time, but we just enjoy the exchange of ideas and thoughts. So yeah, it was a fun time. We had a good time. We was here late too, child. Hold on just a second. Let me make sure I got my audio where it should be, y'all. Hold on. I was trying to do that when we were opening up, but I don't know what had happened was. Okay. Let's go with project 2, and hopefully that's right. Okay, let's see who's down here in these comment sections. But first, we always want to show some love to our mod squad. And because we appreciate everything that they do for us. Yes, we do. So y'all say hey to the Mod Squad. Hey, Mod Squad.
Thank you, Mod Squad.
That's right. We appreciate the Mod Squad over here, baby, because they be down there working and making sure things are running smoothly. Because if things don't run smoothly here on the channel, YouTube, they don't play that stuff, yeah. They just don't. Ooh, they don't. And we don't want them over here snatching stuff down for us. We don't want it. We don't want it. We don't want it. We don't want it. All right. Let's see who's down here in these comment sections and do a little roll call. Just like they used to do on Romper Room, right? Tony Lynn is in the house. He says, greetings and salutations, gatekeepers. Miss Jen, hope you're having a wonderful day so far and wishing you all a sensational new week. Thank you so much, Tony Lynn. KB is in the house. Says, happy Monday, Miss Jen, mods, and gatekeepers. And hello to you, too. Elaine T is in the house. Says, hey, gatekeepers, love this show. I felt it was a give Elaine a voice on the show today. Yeah, I can it was give Elaine a voice on the show today. Okay, Elaine. Danny, Anita, Mona, and Kat represented me on the show today. Oh, really? Okay, on Friday, you have to tell us how so. Love the news that the show was renewed for a second season also. I didn't hear that. I was up Googling it last night and hadn't heard it, so I'll definitely be looking for that. Miss J is in the house, says hello to those in the bushes at work again, but I saw it got renewed on IG. Oh, great. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. For what, a year? Because you know how they like to do things. Tony Lynn says hello to KB Mommy, and thanks so very much, you too, and to everyone else. Linda says, hello, gatekeepers and bushwashers. Hope bushwatchers. Hope you had an amazing weekend. Let's celebrate the renewal of BTG. Yay, 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 yay. I got to get a celebration thing for something now for that, for different things. Okay, y'all. Destiny says, hello, gatekeepers. And Bilo Didi is in the house, says, hey, gatekeepers, Miss Jen's mods. I'm still technically at work, but will pop in when I can. I'm blessed to be working from home, but still things get hectic. Yeah, I know they do. I have friends that work from home, and baby, they be cracking the whip on them still. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification ding bell. Bushwatchers, hedge keepers, creeping hedges, and all others, come on in. That's affectionately so that they say that now. You know we love you all over here. So make sure you hit the like button for us, though. You can stay in the bushes, but hit the like button. Greetings, cousin Tony, cousin Linda, and everyone. So marvelous to see you all as always. Tony says. Linda says back at you. Tony Lynn says thanks so much. Linda, same to you and everyone here. KB is saying hello to a few people in the mod squad. Tony Lynn says, yes, the tea was hot with that Kool-Aid mascot. Need to be called out. Who remembers that commercials? Hey, Kool-Aid! Yes, we do. Shout out to the marvelous mods, Linda says. Please remember to activate the like button as you come through the doors. Thank you. Let's get this tea, y'all. Jessica Love says, hey, everyone. Hey, Jessica. And Destiny also wants to remind you to hit that button on your way in, comment, share, and subscribe. All right, now that we got our hellos to the side, let's get to the business, honey. Because I thought it was a good show. I did. I decided to do this one in the order in which it came today instead of splitting them up because it was basically all still about the Duprees. Okay. Well, at Ted's house, Danny is at the door and calling him a scumbag. Now, girl, you got so lost. Just wait till your tea come out, Danny. Just hold on, girl. Hold on, it's coming. And how bad he screwed up. She calls him a disgrace. You're a disgrace for running around on my sister. You're beyond despicable, Danny says. And worse, she says, and you're worse than Bill. Now, girl, hold on. Ain't nobody worse than Bill now. Ain't nobody worse than Bill. Slow down, Jim Shoe. But you know, way to take up for Bill, though, Danny. Taking up for Bill on a sly girl. Nicole thought she had a good one. She said, Nicole thought she had a good one. I wonder how your legitimate children are doing. Okay. I wonder how the child doing at your house over there with Bill that took your man. How about that? Girl, slow down. That's all I'm saying. Daddy, slow down. Kat is at the bar again, and she's talking to her brother this time about Tomas and Eva and how she had made a beeline. She said, first I had left, then I made a quick beeline back up here because I'm like, let me see what's going on. And when I came back, they was gone. So then they started talking about seeing about what their dad did and how low it was. And how Kat said he done got with this bargain basement home wrecker. Girl, what bargain being home wrecker? Girl, I tell y'all I do enjoy sophisticated read. I do. Leslie, though, meanwhile, is over to Dr. Nicole's house saying that I didn't mean to hurt you. And Dr. Nicole wasn't there for it. She said, if you mean well, if you meant well, you could have said that and sent an email. You could have said that when you was up on the rooftop. You could have sent me a text message, but what you didn't have to do is what you did, all up and throughout my party. And Dr. Nicole said, you wanted my attention? Wherever you got it. You want it, here it go. She wrote a song about it. You want to hear it? Here it go. Now, Leslie, you got a lot of heart, girl, walking up in this woman's house the way you did, girl, in the motorcycle outfit and everything, girl. Girl, you is something else. Hold on, y'all. But anyway, Leslie started breaking out the theatrics. And she had them crocodile tears flowing. I didn't mean to hurt you. It wasn't about you. It wasn't. And Nicole called her out. She said, I just want to get back to that two-timing Ted. Okay. Okay. But Nicole was not buying it, baby. And neither was we. Because we know it's about more than that. Leslie, Laura, Dana, Sherry, Anna, Lou. I know you thought we forgot that last one, girl. We ain't forgot. We ain't forgot, girl. Well, Vanessa ends up running into Joey Hacksaw down to the bar. And when he sees her, he said, you seem to be bothered by something. You need a listening ear? I'll be your listening ear. The more you know, the better you can manipulate Vanessa. So he always want to listen to you, girl. That's how you learn. We listen and we learn. Well, Doug is down to the hospital with Nurse Messy. I should start calling her Nurse Suspicious. Okay. Because even this look on her face with that one eye scorched up, she's very suspicious, honey. And she wants to know what's going on. You seem to be bothered by something out here staying in space and whatnot. What's happening with you? But he's having these flashbacks of gambling. Well, you keep that up, Dr. Doug, and Nurse Suspicious is going to figure it out. Now, later on down to the casino, lady at the casino, Mona then went down there asking all sorts of questions to Randy about, have you seen this woman right here? And he was like, listen, I don't be answering no questions like that about nobody's business. That ain't how we get down here to the casino. Otherwise, how we have a reputable business, man. But what's your questions though? I can't tell you nothing but what's your questions though, Mona? Well, she wants to know, have you seen this woman, and whips out a picture of Leslie. And he said, I don't know about that now. And then she said, but what about these what do you call it, slot machines that she won on? Where they at? And he said, we ain't got no slot machines up here. She was like, mm-hmm. And then she turns and sees Eva sitting at the table gambling. Now, Eva, what you doing down to the casino? Huh? I wonder if she gonna end up getting a job down there and just be collecting all kinds of dirt. I don't know. Maybe her mama enjoy a hookup. I don't know. Let me calm down. I'm being a little too suspicious. Well, anyway, she saw her sitting at that table and she was like, oh, wait a minute. Okay. Well, Danny, meanwhile, has not taken her foot off the gas with Ted. And she admits that she was tough on Bill. I was tough on Bill. I was. But Nicole said that, but Nicole treated you so well. And Ted again says that they were going through a rough patch and he never meant to hurt Nicole, and also didn't know that he had a daughter. And he told Danny that she could go on and get up out of there. And as she's going, he threw the door open and boom, there was Anita. And she got her, I want to talk to you, hold on, I want to talk to you, Ted. Ted, baby, it's raining over at that hotel today. It's raining, Ted. Well, he goes on and lets her in, and Anita's standing there, and she said, I got something to say. But sidebar, I really feel that each person affected by this situation has a right to their feelings and the impact that this situation has had on them. I do. But after that, this is really about Ted and Nicole and their children. Everybody else can step back. The same as they want people to step back when they mess start blowing up. Danny. You're going to be like, it's my business. It's my business. Just like you felt it was your business that you went into Bill's house. Just like you felt it was your business when you went into Bill's house again. Just like you felt it was your business when you went there and pop out up there with. Just like when you messing with Nicole, nephew, son, girl. I don't know. But that's how people can be. That's how they can be. Well, at Dr. Nicole's, she told Leslie that everybody, including her daughter, was a pawn in her game, and that and then she hands Nicole a DNA test. She's like, "Here you go. It's his. It's a girl. It's a girl." That ain't funny because Nicole, Leslie, you ain't got no business up in this woman's house, especially in this motorcycle outfit. Well, Nicole said that I already know about that. So you ain't dropping no tea here, boo. And Leslie said, y'all think I'm crazy. See, you thought I was crazy. But here go that DNA test. And then Dr. Nicole said, that still don't excuse you. You fell in love with Ted and you were never a priority. Now that one stung Leslie. Leslie ain't like that. Leslie ain't like that. Leslie looked like, oh, she was grabbing her purse like, oh, girl, you didn't have to say it all that. But yes, she did. Yes, she did. Because you ain't got no business in the house. You hadn't been in the house, you wouldn't have heard that today, now would you, Leslie? Okay. Well, Dr. Nicole told her, she says, nothing you've done is excusable. And for the first time in your miserable life, show some grace and leave me and my family alone. Leslie said, I think you are a lovely person, Nicole. Really, I do. And I'm sorry. I know you may not believe it, but I'm sorry. And Dr. Nicole said, it's not worth much. And you can leave now. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. Dr. Nicole may be upper crust, but she still knows how to give a good nasty read. She do. She do. She do, baby. It must be that therapist then. She know how to hit you where it hurt, baby. Well, Martin and Kat are still talking about their daddy and Eva being their sibling. And Eva says, not Eva, Kat says, I gotta find a way to, no, wait, she said, I gotta find, no. Martin was saying that they have to find some kind of way to accept the fact that Eva is their sibling. But Kat don't want to. And Martin says, and we got to stay focused on mom. But you know Kat ain't going to do that neither. I mean, she is. But Eva's on her radar, baby. And that's all she cares about right now is Eva, the diva. Well, Mona sits down with Eva at that gambling table. And Eva said, I never saw you as the type that would be playing poker. And Mona said, and I never saw you as a backstabbing heifer. See, Mona know how to give old country read, honey. She know. And you gonna get it. Big eyes and all. She got big eyes just like me. Baby, when we give you the eye, we give you the eye. You know you have been eyed down. Okay. Okay, she said, yeah, you did that, but heifer, here we are. Okay. Baby, they was being so mean today on the show. Oh my God. Well, Mona says, I know that your mama was behind it and everything, but you grown and you made your own choices. And now the family's gonna question my judgment from now on. Mona mad, baby. She put her reputation on the line for her to get hired. And now she feels that the family is never gonna really trust her judgment again. She don't like that. Well, Eva feels like they're not gonna blame her. Then Mona told her to run me that key back to the house. And Eva gave it to her. She snatched it, baby. She was like, give it here. Eva said she felt like she lost everything. And then Mona had the nerve to lean in and touch her and say, good. I still feel like people are being too hard on Eva. I do not feel that Eva is innocent. I don't. But I still feel that Eva is a victim. If from the time you are a child, it is drilled into you that your daddy don't want you, he don't like you, he did this, he did that, and now I figured out a way to redeem us, to redeem ourselves. This baby was used as bait by this woman. That's why I know this ain't none of her mama. I know it ain't. We'll get back to that later, though. Well, Ted is apologizing to Miss Anita. He says, but I'm solely responsible for what happened. But he also told them that none of what's going on is their business. This is between me, my wife, and my children. And that if anybody had a right to be mad at him and throw the book at him, excuse me, it was Nicole, and he was not about to be Anita's punching bag. I thought that was interesting. See, we're learning where Miss Danny over here gets all this mouth running a man down. Like, I don't think that she was talking to. It doesn't seem like she was talking to Vernon like that. Although I know that some of you have commented that you feel that she's a very strong with Vernon, and maybe she is because Danny done learned this from somewhere. All this, you're not a man. You're not much of a man. You're not a man. Let somebody tell them they ain't a woman, not a Dupree woman. They'll be ready to fight, child. They'll be ready to throw bows. So anyway, I was glad he told him, I'm not about to be your punching bag now, but I do owe my children everything. Then Anita said, while you in here busy drinking all that Beaujolais and all that hard liquor and all that Hennessy, that hen, you ain't man enough to be out here taking care of your business. That's what you need to be doing instead of over here drinking and hiding out at this hotel. Now see, Anita, now your old days are showing, girl, because now we know why Dr. Nicole know how to give old good country read, girl. Girl, now you need to stay out the folk business this deep, but I ain't know, girl, you can read though, girl. You can read, okay? Mm-hmm. She says what you need to be out here doing is figuring out how to get your woman back. Because right now you are not man enough to be the man of a Dupree woman. Child, you better read, child. Well, Vanessa tells Joey about the affair and the child that Ted has had. And he asks, how is she doing? Like he cares. She feels like a hypocrite. And Joey said she's just a romantic, holding up hope for her friend when she's not feeling her very own situation. That's admirable, he told. That's admirable. It's very admirable. Mm-hmm. He knows her better than she realizes, he told her. He says, I know you better than you realize. And that's true. That is very true, Vanessa, because he's using all of that knowledge against you, girl. That's why you can't talk too much and tell too much and show too much, honey. You can't do that. Not on any love streaks, honey. You got to hold a little bit to yourself. Shanice told Doug that he needs to get his head together. She's like, because I've been watching you do what you do for a long time, and your head is not in the game. And he's distracted, and he needs to go heal himself. And she right. He do. Well, Dana made it home. She in there having all kind of soliloquies to herself, talking about what Dr. Nicole had said to her. She ain't like it. She didn't like it at all. And while she's in the middle of having her own soliloquy, there's a knock on the door, and it's Mona. Baby Mona done showed up to give you a piece of her mind. And she pushed her way up through that door. And she said, I need to talk to you. Okay? And that every word out of her mouth, no, I'm saying every word out of Leslie's mouth was still a lie. She was still trying to manipulate the situation. She asked her, where you get that money from? Because the casino said that they ain't got no slot machines down there. Now, you already talking too much, Mona. You shouldn't have told her what you know because she good too extracting information. But go ahead, girl, keep talking. Okay. Well, she said, I know you were lying about that because there ain't no slot machines down there. And then sidebar. Leslie, Dana, Sherry, and Lulu. Baby, one thing she can do is jump into character just like that. She always ready from her low, baby, to get herself together and get the line and manipulating. I ain't mad at you, girl. That's why they gave you this role. Girl, you was playing this role, Trisha Man, honey. Trisha Man, you was playing this role. All of them. All of them. Okay. Well, Anita is still running Ted down. And Ted, she said, I'm so sorry that my grandkids are stuck with a weak-willed man for a father. Because Vernon would never. Girl, nah. We don't know yet what Vernon may or may not do. But she did want him to know that this woman had done slithered up to her door with a DNA test in her hand. She said, but we handle it. We ain't hurt nobody, but we handle it. We ain't hurt nobody, but we handle it. And yet again, someone had to clean up your mess, she said. And then in parting on the way out the door, she said, if you want to get your wife back, handle your business. She right about that. Ted, you got to put that hen down, honey. And you got to get on over here and take care of your business, get your wife back. You know, sidebar, is it me? Or do Miss Anita and Danny kind of remind me of Tamar Braxton and her mama, Miss Evelyn, dropping it low and spreading it wide? They have the same spirit about themselves. To me, I don't know. Before I go further, let me see. Y'all just down here just talking up a stone. Let's see, I'm gonna get some of these comments. Can't get them all because y'all got about 70 or so of them down here. Jessica said they all got messed up, and they do, and they do. And like Linda said, let's see what Vernon got covered up. Elaine says, I still say Anita is kicking Ted into action. I do think she is. She in there, she mad, but she letting them know because she could be like, just to heck with you. But she's like, if you do want to back, this is what you're gonna have to do. She did not tell him we will never forgive you. No, she did not. She told him to get himself together and get his family back together. This is not what she said to Danny. Very good point, Elaine. Real talking, Elaine, and play about this show, child. Real Talk said is the Duprees are going to look like a bunch of hypocrites when their secrets come out. People will criticize them for the way they treated the likes of Bill, Eva, and Haley. They aren't any better. But they're sophisticated. Real Talk says, let Anita continue. She really out there judging Ted when she got she has a whole bag of secrets. Somebody got some. According to them previews I read, baby, they said it Eva. Not even they said it Cat about to open up a can of worms that's gonna do some stuff, and then the Duprees gotta. Now you know what? Real talk. I think it's you that's gonna be glad to hear this. They said that the Duprees are gonna have to fight to gain back their standing in the community this upcoming week. So we had to see. I don't know what Cat gonna uncover, baby, but it's about to be good. It's about to be good. Real Talk says she hadn't watched today's episode, but I did read the recap. Girl, sometimes you got to drop me the link to where these recaps be because I want to see them. Might help me out some. Jessica Love says Vanessa is the last one that should be talking. You know that. Joey Two Thumbs gives low down dirty dogs a bad name and do. KB says I cannot with this hypocrite and this con man. Child. Jessica Love says Nicole going to be mad at Anita when Martin mess come out. I hope. Because they all know about it. Blackberry's in the house. Jabez is in the house. Says Anita may be a formidable woman, but she don't talk down to Vernon because they treat each other like equals. Okay. I can get with that. Blackberry's in the house. Says, as much as Bill gets on my nerves, I do like the fact that he isn't afraid or bows to the Duprees. He knows they are living in a glass house because he got all their secrets. I do feel for Eva's actions, but actions have consequences. Even if her mother pulled the strings, like Mona said, she's grown. She grown, but that's still a mama. And her mama crazy. And she tried. She tried to rise up for the first time when she saw that things were not as her mother had said that they were. She tried. But I don't know, y'all. Which one of y'all gonna get up and rise up against Eva? Who? Not Eva. Against Leslie. Or Laura, or Dana, or Sherry, or Anna. Girl, I'm scared of her. I'm scared of her. For all the people who are making excuses for Eva, look at her collateral damage. Mona is now distrusted. Kat was mistrusted and downed until now. That's true, Elaine. But why did Eva do what she did? Did Eva wake up one morning and decide that she wanted to do this, or was Eva constructed and built to do what she did? Like somebody keeps, you know what? I could use some stuff that's going on out here in the real world now, but I don't want to do that because I don't want to speak on politics. But I'm just saying that it's real easy for people to affect people's thinking when you're in a higher position to do so, and that's her mama. It's her mama. She tried. She did try to stop her, but that's her mama. Her mama did that. I can tell y'all a story, but it ain't my business to tell. But I've seen somebody do that to a child before and just mess their entire life up. It was sad. It just made me so mad. Please remember to be creative when using buzzwords in the chat. Thank you. Yes, please do. Don't forget to think when you're typing, is this a word I can use? Is this a word I can use? Please think about that, because I'm telling you, this is real down here in these YouTube streets. And for people of color, they're snatching channels down. It's a little harder, and I would like to keep mine. Thank you. Jessica Love says, I was shocked when Martin had pity for Eva, because Martin knows somebody about to gonna need some pity on him too. Anita told him if he wants to get Nicole back, he needs to get his act together. He needed this because he's been hiding. I think she knows Ted is a good guy who made one mistake. Let's hope he only made one, because Ted, if you come up with another one, child, I don't know what I'm. I don't know. The Who Shot LLSDA storyline is coming. Ooh, Jessica. Wouldn't that be an interesting one? There you go. That was a little crumpet worthy. I think it was. Okay, let me go up here and see. Try to scroll up and see if I missed any other. We can't put them all up here now, you all today. Okay. Elaine says Anita was there to give him grief and kick him in the butt to get him to act, but he's been sitting there for 3 days. He's not moving while Leslie is getting on with every part of his. While Leslie is, she is checking in on and making problems with everybody else in the family. I agree with that. Everybody needs to step out of Ted's and Nicole's business, and that is true too. Danny is getting on my nerves, but I get it. It's your sister. Let's calm down. Let's go lay down with Aunt. Ooh, black baby, read the room. Anita was there to give him grief and kick him in the behind. Oh, yeah, read that one. Hold on. Just want to make sure I'm not missing any new comments. Okay, so let me go back down toward the bottom, and then we're going to get back to what went on. Okay, Jabez says, hold on, I'm going to start from here. Real Talk says, I have a hunch. What if June was the one who saw Leslie run Laura off the road? Wait a minute now. Oh, now that would be something. That would be something. KB says, enjoying the content? Of course you are. Why not hit the like button? It's free and is. Jabez says, Mona told Leslie, enjoy the burn. She sure did. She did. Real Talk says, exactly. Bill is the only one in Fairmont Crest who isn't afraid of the Duprees. Everyone fears them and wants to remain in their good graces. Not Bill. He don't care. I also have another idea. What if Eva ends up getting arrested for Laura's accident and Bill has to defend her in court? That could happen because her mama out here lying on her. Y'all know that same mama y'all don't want to say that she is the reason why this girl did all the stuff she did and is willing to even let her get locked up and out here lying, saying she did try to end somebody's life. Child, it's going to take Nurse Suspicious to come in there and point Lulu out in their courtroom. Linda says, Ted was clear when he told LLSDA Delulu to leave the Duprees and his family alone. Was it? While I understand that Eva is the face, she made decisions every day to lie and report lie, and steal DNA and report back she made friends with the people lying. Now, she stole the DNAs because she wants to know if that was her daddy. Was that bad? I don't think so. I don't think so. She wanted to know if that was her daddy because maybe she was starting to doubt her mama. Could that lady crazy? Mm-hmm. She was a part of it. We're not going to say she wasn't. But, this is how sometimes people get caught up in stuff. You drive me up here to the 7-Eleven, then somebody jump out and go do something, then you getting locked up for it. Hold on, y'all. And then you getting locked up for it. Let people be where they be. Okay. So now, I missed this picture, but again, Dr. Nicole was busy spraying the room with Febreze because when the room is sprayed with Febreze, you do feel better about whatever's going on in your life, evidentially. Evidentially. Not dentally, but evidentially. It makes you feel a whole lot better. But okay. Well, her kids come in, and she told them that Leslie had just left, and they are outraged. She gonna put a block on the gate. The cat is like, we gonna have to put a block on her name at the gate. Is that how she getting in? She just showing up saying, my name is Leslie. I'm here to see Dr. Nicole. And how they gonna recognize? Y'all gonna give her a picture, but what picture you gonna give? Huh? She might come in there as a fat lady next. We don't know. We don't know. And you already saw that the security guard be letting people into people's house. Child, y'all need to tighten up around there behind the fence. I'm just saying, child. Well, Kat said Eva ain't going no place because, again, they were talking like, we're going to have to get to accepting the fact that this girl is Ted's daughter. And Eva's like, she ain't going no place. And I know she's still trying to dig into to her daddy. Yes, she is, because that's her daddy. It is. Leslie was trying to convince Mona that she's still the friend that she once knew. I'm still the same Leslie. And Mona told her, she says, you're just gathering information. She said, all that time you was hanging out with us, you was just gathering information. Huh? That's all you was doing at the lunches, huh? Huh, Leslie? Yep, just like she doing now, girl. She gathering information. She want to know what you know. What you know. Okay. She mad that she used her, and Leslie still lying to Mona's face. And she said that she was like, where you get the money from? If you didn't get it from the now, Mona, now I do think you overstepping your bounds. Now I want to know where she got the money. Now that part, I wouldn't even want to know the answer to, girl. I wouldn't even want to know, not from her. I would not, because the more you know, snitches get stitches, girl. You don't need to know too much when it comes to this lady. That's what I say. Well, she said, well, what I did is that I'll tell you, I maxed out a bunch of credit cards. Because she was like, did you get some money from these people? Because, girl, she still ain't going to tell you the whole story. Why are you asking questions to a liar, girl? But go ahead. Well, from beginning to end, Leslie lied. Mona told her that she does not like that she used her. And she says, hell was made for people like you. Enjoy the burn. Then she took her big ass up out of there and left. Child, you better get out of there. Now, later on down at the bar, Anita and Danny are toasting to reading Ted. And Danny looks over and sees Vanessa. She's like, yeah, mama. And she said to herself, is that Vanessa over there talking to that man all close up in her ear like that? Oh, my goodness. Ooh, but girl, don't you start judging nobody. But anyway, she looked over there and saw her talking to this guy, but her and her mother over there talking. And Vanessa talking to her gangster boo, Joey. And as she's talking, she just turns back to her mother and continues talking about what they're talking about, which of course is Ted and Nicole. And she says, do you think that they'll make up? And Danny, I do hope that you're not judging Vanessa, because after all, girl, you is tipping with Nicole's almost son / nephew. So nurse your drink, child, and mind your business. Because Vanessa is a tire and you are a wheel. Same thing, different names, girl. She a tire, you a wheel. Same thing, different names. Don't judge. Not in this situation, girlfriend. Well, Joey tells Vanessa that he's always aiming to impress her. And Nessa thinks that he's wise. You so wise. And he invites her to come on by his house for a spell. Come on and go with me. No, no. Come on over to my place. You'd be so tiny, be so nice, be so wonderful. Yeah, girl. Oh, child. Well, Doug goes to the casino, and when he gets over there, he wants to play a hand just to clear his head. And his friend told him, "No, you don't need to do that now. You need to get on up out of here." And he don't. He said because you're spiraling, right? He said so. Turn around and walk away. But I do wonder if Eva gonna end up working at this casino or Leslie, because Leslie seemed like she about that casino life, don't she? Though I know she do to me. She look like she probably like she can deal a hand and shuffle some cards with one hand. She like she know all the tricks to me. Mhm. Well, Leslie was at home busy talking to a picture, saying everybody has turned their backs on me. And then she looks up and, child, believe it or not, Ted was standing at the door, listening to her and looking. And she got so excited, she was like, "Oh my God, I fantasized that you had shown up. And here you are." Yeah, Ted was, baby. Ted, you on her vision board. You on her vision board, Ted. And bow, there you was. Here you is. Y'all better get your vision board. But Ted told her that she better leave his family alone. And he was not playing with her. Leave him alone, he told her. And the Duprees. Now you know she's not gonna do that, Ted. But we're leaned in, Ted. We the gatekeepers are leaned in, honey. We want to see what had happened was. Okay. Well, Nicole also, hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay. Okay, so Nicole asked, how did Kat sense, oh, she was at, hold on, let me find this picture, y'all. They're all sitting there talking, and Nicole is asking how it was that Eva had this feeling that Kat was up to no good. It was like a sixth sense or something, girl. And Martin says, yeah, like twins. See how these twins things keep coming up. Now, I know we done said that, it can't be, but see how it keep coming up. And y'all know they ain't keep bringing it up for nothing. And somebody's birthday was mentioned. Maybe because their birthdays are so close. I don't know, y'all, but I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. They keep bringing it up. It ain't us, it's them. That's them. It ain't us, it's them. Okay? Well, Anita and Danny just still cannot believe that Martin done all this cheating. Not Martin, that Ted done all this cheating. Whatnot. And she said, both my daughters have married unfaithful men. Perhaps I've missed something as a parent in raising them that I didn't teach you. She was a fan of Ted's, but not now. She's so disappointed. She and Vernon had worked hard to set an example for their girls. And Anita, side by sister, I think that soon you will be sitting in these same chairs that your daughters are sitting in now. I do. I do. I think the same thing that your man gonna be done went out here and did a couple things while you was out on the road singing and whatnot. And he will have done something to relieve himself as well. Found him somebody to talk to. Can I talk to you? Hey, I really wanna know you. Can I talk to you? Ooh. Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen. But hold on, girl, it's coming. Just hold on. Well, as they're talking, Eva walks in, and Danny looks back at her like, "Oh, look at here," because baby, they already drinking. They done had a couple of drinks on it, so they ready. And she goes over and sashays over there and asks her to join them. Don't worry about it. Come and join us. Okay. Well, Leslie thinks that Ted is there. Use this picture. Leslie thinks that Ted is there because she went over to Nicole's. But Ted didn't know nothing about that. And now he mad because he says, I just wanted to let you know that you've ruined my life. And he was yelling at her. He's like, you ruined my life and with my wife and with my kids. What more do you want from me? What more do you want from me? She said, you. I want you. I'm still in love with you, Ted. She said, I'm still in love with you, Ted. I have never stopped. Ted, oh, Ted, oh, Ted. Ooh, child. Okay, the plot thickens. We don't know if it's true or not, but okay. Well, Eva, meanwhile, sits with the Duprees. Hold on one second. I lost my place, y'all. Hold on one second. Okay. So Eva is sitting down with the Duprees there in the background, and Vanessa is contemplating touring Joey's house. But she passes. She thinks she needs to go on home. That's nice of you. She says goodnight to him, and then she leaves. Joey was surprised, though. He said, because that's not really your style, but okay, girl, go ahead, get down. Okay. Like he was impressed with that. All he's thinking is, girl, I'll lay down next time. Oop to do, whatever. He ain't worried about none of that. He know if not now, another day. Doug is down to the casino, and he done pulled him up a seat, child. He faked like he was leaving when Randy told him to get out of there. And then he doubled back and sat down to get him a hand of poker in, child. He ain't lost enough money. I need to lose some more. Dr. Nicole tells her kids that she knows that test is true. And she wants them to come to grips with the fact that that girl is their sister and will be in Ted's life. Cat ain't having it. Eva got to pay, she said, and so do her mammy. They both got to pay. She ain't here for none of it. Now, Anita, hold on again for a second, guys. Anita is down to the bar, reaching across the table, holding Eva's hand. For a minute, I thought this was going to be a warm and fuzzy moment, you know? And she told her, she started talking to her like she was one of her charity cases. You know, we do have things down, and you could get this, and we do this and that. And Eva nicely checks her and says, I'm not a charity case. She says, well, there's some things that I need you to understand, okay? I do have empathy for the fact that you were not raised properly by your mother due to obvious issues. But no matter what happens, because of the way that you hurt my daughter, while you may be a part of Ted's life, while he may make it up with his wife and all that, but I just want you to know that while you may be a part of Ted's life, you will never be a part of the Dupree family. Even if Ted treats you like a daughter, even if he and Nicole works it out or not, whatever happens with his two children that he gave his name, never will you be treated like a Dupree. Anita, that was some dirty work. That was some dirty, nasty work while holding this girl's hand, looking her in the eye, talking to her like this. I mean, everybody got their feelings and whatever, but baby, these Duprees is not to be played with. Well, Leslie told Ted that I ain't never got over you, Ted. For decades, I've loved you. And Ted told Leslie that she was twisted and could never love anybody. She said, beneath it all, my heart is yours, Ted. I'm the mother of your child, after all. Ted said that the way that he treated Eva, that the way she treated Eva, tells him already what kind of person she is. Okay? And he said, I'm going to care for Eva. I'm going to have a relationship with Eva. You ain't got to worry about that. She said, you once loved me, Ted. You can love me again. And he said, Nicole is all the woman I'm ever going to love. But then she reached up there and she stroked his goatee. Wait, y'all. I also wanted to pull this. I hope it's okay that I played this. I hope they don't, but I'm not trying to claim it's mine or nothing like that. But I wanted to show y'all in slow motion the kind of move she put on him. Now here you go. See the way she looking at him up and down slow, like Ted. You know I'm still somebody that knows everything about you, Ted. I don't know why you could act like that with me, Ted. And Ted looked at her like that. Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that? Ted, I'm really sorry about what I did, Ted, but I want you to know that I still got feelings for you, Ted, and I know you got feelings for me too. And Ted looked like that. Baby, y'all know when a man starts looking like that, when he starts looking like that. Y'all already know what I mean when he looking like that. His eyes all low. And then he said Nicole is the only woman I want. He said, she's the only woman I need anything around. Okay. She said, I'll be around. He said, I'll never need anything from you. And then he left with that dough squeaking all out. I need them to put some Earl on that dough. Because it don't squeak when we need it to. So I know y'all know it's squeaking because y'all silencing it. Somebody doing it over there in the sounds department. Somebody is silencing that dough when people tipping in and tipping out. All that dough. It make no sense. Put some Crisco on it. It'll work. But anyway, he sashayed up out of there. And she said, yeah, are you sure about that, Teddy Boo? Are you sure about that, Teddy Boo? One thing Leslie can do, baby, is give you a nickname. She should be able to get somebody a nickname because she know how to come up with that. I know she get in the mirror, she look at them wigs, she go, this is going to be Sherry. This one here is going to be Anita. This one is going to be Rita. Yeah, I know she do. Because sidebar, Ted, you didn't. Now, I saw you brush her hand down when she first had put her hand on your chest. But Ted, you didn't slap her hand off you when she was struggling on that goatee, brother. Standing close to you. Crazy or not, Leslie's still fine now. And knows what moves you. The mistresses always do. They always do. Let me see what y'all talking about down here in these comments before we get our questions of the day. All right, hold on, y'all. Let me scroll up here and find where we are. Jessica says, Leslie is diabolical, trying to frame that girl. She is. Fat lady. Yeah, she gonna play a fat lady soon. She can get her fat suit. She can. I hope Kat's smart enough to realize Leslie did it and not. Wait, I hope Kat's smart enough to realize Leslie did it and not let Leslie manipulate her. She's so busy hating on Eva, though she may be blind to the truth. Linda says, Kat is so self-absorbed right now. Everything is about her right now. Vanessa is an attention hound. Vanessa is something else. And Doug is a whole fool. Tony Lynn says, Vanessa Better not cross Joey thumbs, or else she will play with the fishes and swim with them too. Vanessa runs her mouth way too much. 2 thumbs for me. She do. To 2 thumbs to me. It is surprising to see Eva at the casino. She don't have no money for the hotel, but she is gambling. You don't need but a couple dollars, or sometimes they'll float you to maybe she put a couple dollars in the thing and won some money. Who knows? She broke, but she probably ain't broke. She probably got a couple dollars now. Mega thanks, Linda. You're so right. Destiny says Ted been wearing the same glossy suit since the event. He ain't had time to get no clothes. He need to go on to the store. Because Dr. Nicole told him she better not even smell his cologne over there. But he should get somebody to bring him some clothes and get on to the store. Leslie probably got some stuff over there she hid from you from last time, 20-something years ago. You can probably still fit it, squeeze down in it. When I first saw Ted, I thought it was a dream. I did too. Nobody has given him time to shower and change clothes yet. I hope he's showering and putting them clothes back on. If they are twins, Leslie needs to be under the jail for more than just Laura. But they keep saying it. How everyone else has changed and shower. I wonder he even brushed his teeth. Poor Tink still probably. Well, they do give you a toothbrush at the hotel, so it might be all right with that part. No, Miss Jen, not Vernon too. Yeah, Vernon undid some stuff too. Not poor little Tink probably stink. D.D., you wrong for that. Ted needs to get clothes from the house. She done told him not to come around there. Now we get a reaction after a week. Ted has just been sitting up there like a stump, and now Anita gets him to do something, and he reacts angrily. Well, he mad that she bothered Nicole. Nicole sounds like she's going to take that man back, talking about acceptance. She don't take a good man back, Savannah. Come on, he's a good man, Savannah. You'll never be a Dupree. That was cold work right there. I think she will on her own terms. Yes, it will definitely be on her own terms. I think we all thought this scene with Danny, Anita, and Eva would be different, but I am happy with the outcome. Yeah, I thought it was going to be different too. Anita and Danny should have left that girl alone. What else they going to do when Nicole take that girl under her wing? Right, because I think she's going to. Because her being a therapist, she's going to be able to look at what happened to this girl. There's a difference in somebody doing something and grooming somebody for something. That's how folks be putting their hand on cheering. They grooms them. And she groomed her mind. Ted looked delicious in this scene. He looked delectably delicious. Anita actually let her hand go when he said she would never be a Dupree. Oh, she probably did, because she being all overly dramatic, over there messing with this. Everybody beating up on Eva. They need to have at least this kind of energy for that woman, but they don't. Or is she actually Nicole's bio daughter somehow? I think it's going to end up to be that. Again, why they're saying you will never be a Dupree. Baby, surprise. Oh, surprise. Ooh, she might really be a Dupree. That goes back into everything happens on these shows for a reason. Everything is said for a reason. You'll never be a Dupree. They keep talking about twins. We gonna see. Because then what you gonna do? Blame this girl for being raised by the woman who kidnapped her, that again groomed her mind? Delilu looked like she wanted to devour Ted right on the spot. I don't blame her. Look at it. Look at it. Ted, go to your wife. Don't let her get you again. You know people gonna get you when you're weak. Jessica said, Theodore better not again. Girl, not his whole government name, Theodore. Because I think his wife did call him that too when she got mad. Leslie got him cheekbones for days. Yes. Leslie is pretty. Okay. Like, comment, share, and hit that notification ding bell. Don't forget to like the video, you guys. That's very important. KB says, let's get those likes up. And she right, get the likes up. High booty Leslie still has Ted. Baby, once you cross 40 and your booty still stand up tall, you's a problem. You's a problem. And she's still a problem. That's why she walking around in that leather suit when she went around to the Dr. Dupree, to Dr. Nicole's house. I thought she was showing off myself. I had this dress on, but let me put these leather pants on, sister, show you something. Has everyone paid the cover charge for entry to Beyond the Gate? Like, comment, subscribe, and share. That ain't no lie. And if you want to gift the channel something, you can do that too. Amen. You can do that from even in the bushes. Eva is going to steal Kat's man and end up walking out winning. She ain't stolen. That ain't none of her man. They do not go together officially. That ain't none of her man. That's somebody she like. Tomas ain't said that's his woman, did he? Or did he? Did he? I don't know. Did he? Did he say, yeah, it's you and me and you, us forever? Do you see? Look, and here's the thing. Now, Kat already done seen him holding this girl hand. So if she moved forward with him, who the fool? Who wrong? Him or her? Because you done seen what it is. And you walk on in there, girl. Shame on you. They said, fool me one time, shame on me. Fool me 2 times, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, that's just a shame. I do think you will never be a Dupree is a clue. I do too. Meanwhile, DNA. Leslie is a bad girl. Oh, I had read in the previews too that they're talking about trouble in paradise for DNA, and I still don't care. We still don't want it. Leslie is a bad girl. Bad sugar versus bad sugar-free. Fried chicken versus baked chicken. So I understand the temptation. Yes, she is. She is bad now. Baby, if I seen that woman was after my man, I would just start crying and begging, please, please don't fall for this. Please don't do it. Don't do it. Don't leave it. Destiny said, okay. Child, it ain't but so much you can fight against. And them high cheekbones and high booty standing up, you can't fight against all that. And she knows him well. She already knows. Child, I don't want that woman on my mind. Gatekeepers, bushwatchers, hedge keepers, and trimmers. It's been real. Come on back for another dose tomorrow. That's right, y'all. I thank y'all for joining me. And tomorrow, we're going to roll up in here and see what else they got for us. Jessica says, I don't care about Derek and Ashley. Girl, who does? They can just keep them. Before we get out of here, once again, I want you all to give it up for the mods.
Thank you, Mod Squad.
Thank you, Mod Squad. We do appreciate you all very much for all that you do over here to keep the comments rolling and things going smooth. But Carlton will appreciate Nicole. Why y'all trying to put Carlton in it? Jessica. Why y'all trying to put Carlton in it? Y'all first got, listen, y'all, do y'all realize that we ain't got but 2 days left with Ted? We got tomorrow and Wednesday. That's it. Tomorrow and Wednesday, y'all, I'm about to cry. I was about to cry. I just don't know. Yeah, he probably a player too. Now, he probably a player. Ted wasn't no player. Ted played. We love the gatekeepers and Miss Jen. I love y'all too. I do. KB says, thanks for joining us today. Until next time, enjoy your evening. All right, y'all, let's get to these questions. How long will it be before Vanessa goes over to take that overnight tour over to Joey's house? Huh? Will Kat, hold on one second, y'all. Why people always bother me when I'm in the middle of something? Hold on. Okay, will Kat snooping about Eva only lead to more information she wishes she had left alone? Huh? Will Ted end up tangled in the web that Leslie is weaving for him again? Will she? Will he? And are those girls twins? We got to know. Well, we will find out if we keep on being nosy. putting our noses all on the other side of the fence, trying to figure out what's going on beyond the gates. Listen, you all, thanks again so much for watching. Those of you watching now and those of you watching later, please like the video for me. It's very important. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. And thank you all so much for watching. KB says, tell a friend to come on over and hang with us. They're going to enjoy it. They're going to enjoy it. All right. And I agree with that. They are going to enjoy it. Listen, you all, I hope that you all are having a great day. And if not, there is still some time left. Why not see what you can do to turn it into one? Anyway, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.
How did you get beyond the gates? Be gone.
Tell absolutely no one that I'm the one that lets you in behind the gates. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.